turning the tables.
All right, you guys. Today we have Frank Joseph, and we've got Alyssa Grassie joining us. You might know her from TikTok, or maybe you just know her, the girl with the snake. Either way, she's hilarious and has tons to say. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to Turning the Tables.
Thank you so much for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming. All right, so let's get into this whole snake thing. How did this whole snake thing get started?
For me, at least, they found me on Instagram and they reached out and they were like, "Have you ever thought about reality TV?" And I was like, "Sure." And they really loved me. And then it was like interview after interview. And next thing I know, I'm flying across the country for a competition show that I know nothing about. And then next thing I know, I'm on the snake and I'm doing all these crazy competitions. And it was just like an experience of a lifetime, but it was definitely just very like, wow. Like, I can't believe I did some of the things I did.
Wow. Do you get kicked off of this show, or did you stay on the whole time?
There are people that leave, and through the saving ceremonies, they do a spin on it. Instead of it being like an elimination, they do like a snake chain that's saving. So you only need one person to save you to stay. And every week somebody goes home.
Do you get voted off, or do you? Or...
So whoever wins every challenge becomes the snake, and then the snake gets to save the first person, and that person gets to save someone, and like so on and so forth until there's only 2 people left, and then the snake gets to say, "Okay, I'm going to save this person," and then that person's going to get sent home.
Well, it's kind of like I was on House of Villains. It
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
reminds you a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Sort of like.
It's got that competition vibe
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Same thing. You got to make alliances and,
Frank, how did you
Yeah.
get to be on the snake?
one of my good friends from North Carolina, because I live in Charlotte,
Okay.
she works in like this co-working office where people rent desks, and one of the casting directors was there and asked her, "Do you know anybody that's, charming and charismatic and can, win people over?" She goes, "Oh, you got to meet Frankie. He's got great hair and he's out of his mind, so you'll love him."
I love
and
it.
then it was like interview after interview. It was like 1,700 of them. And then,
Really? Oh
yeah.
my God.
How many did you do? There was at least 7.
I had like 4 maybe, but then
Yeah.
there's like a lot of like you have to go to the doctor and do all
Yes.
these tests, psychiatrists, like background checks. So there was like a lot of
EKG we had to
interviews.
do.
Yeah, physical, because there's like this competition show, and we had no
Right.
idea what we were doing.
Wow, I like the name, the
The
snake.
snake. It's
Yeah.
definitely interesting.
I love it. What has been the biggest change in your life since going viral? We'll start with you, Alyssa.
The biggest change, I don't know. Like, I had a change because I feel like I've always like had a following on social media, and like I'm kind of used to it. So I don't know if it's a change just yet.
How many followers do you have?
I have about 80,000 so
Okay.
far. Yeah. So
Well, it's gonna grow now.
yeah.
from
So I'm
being on the
super
snake.
excited. So I'm not sure if I have like like a crazy change yet, but I know in the future a lot will happen.
Now from being on TV, have you been noticed? Has people been noticing you out in the public yet?
Some people, but if they don't, I'm like, I'm on the snake.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And how
That's
about
a-
you, Frank?
I think the biggest change is just meeting people like
Yeah.
Alyssa in my life. I don't know if it's necessarily been something like public facing just yet. It's more internal, and the relationships that I've built throughout this experience, both with production and cast, it's been
Yeah.
a beautiful ride, and I'm very blessed to have been a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
and-
best part
Yeah.
of the
And
show
you guys
was
both
meeting him.
met
Yeah.
on Snake, and now you guys are best
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
we like got to choose our room assignments the first day in the house, and like I just clung to him and he clung to me, and we were like bunk buddies.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
that. So you guys
and we were just
so
like
you guys
always
were
together.
roommates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all like lived together, but like our beds like were back to back.
Well, see, like House of Villains, we had to choose a roommate,
Yeah.
and my roommate was Tiffany.
Okay.
Tiffany,
The New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New York, New
Yeah,
York.
yeah, yeah.
That was my roommate.
That must have been entertaining.
Yeah, it was. It was. She was
It
fun. Yeah.
entertaining. I love that.
Okay. Was there a moment you realized, okay, this is blowing up, or you're not there yet?
I don't think we're there yet. Would you say the same thing?
I think it's because we're a new show, and
Is this
It's the
first
first
season?
season.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you're
just
right out of the
the
gate.
yeah.
The premiere was June 10th, so it's very fresh.
Oh, so it's really. Oh my god!
Yeah,
so
we're kind of just like riding the wave right now. And
Yeah,
just
wait. It's gonna be like
seeing what
wow.
happens.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are gonna like. I remember when I first started Housewives, like after it aired.
Yeah.
And then after I flipped the table, like I was like, what that, like everywhere I was going, like I was like, yeah. So it didn't hit you guys yet.
Well,
but-
they made billboards of us in every major city, so I got to go to New York and like see myself on a billboard, which is like super cool.
Oh, that's so
and like take
fun.
photos.
Oh my
But
God, I
was
love that.
Yeah, really fun.
And where are you guys from?
I'm originally from Staten Island.
And you?
I'm from Jersey, but I live in Miami.
And now you live in Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
I love it, but it's very different. Like the people there are very different from like New York, New Jersey, and I feel like it's like a lot of superficial fake people in Miami, which is like hard to find genuine like real connections. But I love the weather.
Yeah, the weather, you can't beat
You know?
that. I know. And it, like it's been like so
Rainy,
shitty here.
yeah.
Yes, I'm like, finally today we get the sun. I'm like,
Finally.
finally, it's been raining for days. I'm like,
Did you hear the lightning cracking outside before?
no.
Yeah.
crazy.
It
Today?
was,
Yeah.
it was like bazinga.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had to run in
no.
here like a chicken without a head.
I've been in here, so no.
You know, good. Your hair still
Yeah.
looks beautiful.
Thanks. Have you always been into making fun or shocking content?
I feel like that's like my brand, like just like shocking people and like just like posting like stuff that people will like never expect me to post.
Like for instance?
I don't know, like off the top of my head, I just feel like I'll like post something and like people will be like, oh my God, like 1,000 cents. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm always like have that type of brand. How about you?
I think it's because you're so magnetic and beautiful and kind, and
Aw.
everybody's just obsessed with you the second they
Oh, I love
that.
him.
Aw.
meet you. But
And you're a makeup artist, right?
I am.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a makeup artist by
that's
trade.
awesome.
So I tend to lean into that a little bit, but then also exploring this whole new, this whole new reality world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully,
I love your accent.
Oh my God!
I love his accent.
Thank
I
you.
know.
I'll thank my grandma.
Yeah. What nationality are you?
Italian and Puerto Rican.
Oh, my husband's part Puerto Rican.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then you know the.
Yes,
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it,
yeah.
love
The
it, love it.
crazy?
Yeah. What nationality are you?
I'm Italian and like Irish, Swedish, Polish.
Oh, yeah, but you
mixed.
you looked at.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Everything.
What's something people totally get wrong about you guys? Have you gotten there yet?
Everyone always thinks I'm a dumb blonde, and like I have a
Mm.
degree in chemical engineering, which surprises people because they just see
Wow.
me on like social media. But I'm smart too, so that's definitely something that always surprises
See,
everyone.
never judge a book by its cover. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that was like the whole premise of like the show we were on, like don't judge a book by its cover, because it was all different job traits, all different professions. So they like wanted me to like play the dumb blonde, but like I'm actually super smart.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, same thing. I was totally okay because you'll see it in the show. Like when we come out of the crates in the thing, everybody thinks we're like, not only are we frickin' frack, but they're also thinking that we're like deaf, dumb, and stupid.
Yeah.
So we play into it a little bit. Like, okay, you think I'm a stunad? No problem.
we'll let you think
that,
that.
and then watch how this goes.
Yeah.
So
We always said like everyone thinks we're so dumb, but like we're sitting here like running the castle and like no one knew it. But then like they were like, oh, like we actually have to watch out for Alyssa and Frankie because like they
Yeah.
are like playing the game.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah.
every once in a while, you got to remind them who you are.
Yes, definitely. Do you think you ever want to be on a reality TV show?
Yes, something that's not a competition show. Maybe like a dating show or like Jersey Shore, like Summer House, something like that. But like The Snake was just very out of my comfort zone, and I don't know if I would do something like that again.
You know what? There's a lot of dating shows happening. Like my kids are booked on Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could totally see you being on that.
Yeah, like that's like more like my style, not
So
like
you're
The
open to that.
Snake. Yeah,
so, yeah.
for
So
sure.
you hear that out there? She's open
Ask
to
me.
a dating show. Yes, I could totally see you on
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
You would be really
And-
good at that.
Yeah. And how about you?
I mean,
Right.
I'm grateful for whatever experiences come my way. I would love to explore a career in television. It's been a dream of my grandma's since I was a kid. She called me her
Aw.
little puppy and her little movie star. So if I can head into that direction at least once would be nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Love that. Yeah. I mean, like, I just see how it happened with my daughter. Like, I remember when she was younger, I used to take her on all these auditions and acting classes and everything. And now she's on, I don't know if you've heard about it, Next Gen NYC
I've heard about
on
it.
Bravo.
Yeah.
She's on that show.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
that's
with
amazing.
other Bravo celebrity kids and
Yeah.
then other, other influencers.
Awesome.
So it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, like now she's her own, she's an adult and now she could explore and do what she wants to do. So yeah,
That's
and it's a
exciting.
great show. So if you haven't checked it out,
Yeah.
check out Next Gen
Good.
NYC. Yeah. Also, okay, let's see. What's your daily life like now? Is it still normal or totally wild?
I feel like my life is still pretty the same because I kind of just like make my own hours, do what I want with like a social media. Basically the same for me.
Yeah, once the show keeps airing,
Yeah.
I think especially when it's like completely done,
Right.
then you'll see like are you gonna
Then
probably
I'll be
get so
super
much
busy.
busier. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like wow,
But I'm excited for it.
But
you know?
yeah, no, that's great, and you're
Yeah,
young, so
yeah.
now's the time to do it. You
Mhm.
get to, and then you'll get invited to like a lot of events.
Yes.
And like it's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
How about you,
That'll be
Frank?
exciting.
Well, do you do makeup every day?
Yeah, I do makeup, but like I keep it to like my special VIP clients, including my mother. Got to make sure Mama always looks pretty.
I love that. Love that. Because
but-
usually they say like the mom's always, or whoever's your family members is always last.
No, not. You'll probably see. I don't know how it's going to spin, but I'm definitely part mama's boy.
Yeah, I love that.
So my mama is. I always think she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. So I always make sure she looks put together before anybody else.
I love that.
And then Barbie, obviously.
He did my hair and makeup every day on the show for me.
I love
I
that.
was
That's
so grateful. And then all the other girls in the house were like lining up. And I was like, no, like I'm first.
Oh my
Like,
god,
that
I
was like the
love
like
that.
rule.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
Yeah, it worked out so
Yeah,
well.
it worked out.
Great best friend.
Yeah.
You can't ask for anything better.
I know.
Yes. I would love that.
And after a couple margaritas, we have a lot of fun.
Oh
Yeah, we
yes,
do.
I'm sure. Oh my god, I love margaritas too.
Yes.
What's been the weirdest DM or brand offer you've gotten?
I get a lot of weird DMs about like slime. Like people are like, I will send you slime if you can like walk on it. And like, it's just like weird slime stuff.
Slime?
Like all my DMs like with slime.
Really?
It's so
'Cause
weird.
Slime, I feel like it's so passe.
It's just so weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was for kids to slime. Don't they play with the
Yeah.
slime?
I mean, because I remember my youngest used to play with slime like she's
A couple
15
years
now,
ago.
but, like,
It's so
a long
odd.
time ago.
Yeah.
Like slime. I don't know. I just don't answer. But
Wow.
a lot of slime.
Okay. Maybe you
I
need to
guess,
block
I
those
mean-
people.
I don't know.
There's a lid for every pot, supposedly.
I guess.
All right, the slime.
How about you, Frank?
I'm new to this whole world, so getting
Do you check your DMs?
sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes it gets like, if I'm being honest, like a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not used to something like that. But then when you get something from somebody you don't know that's very forthright and direct as far as their potential romantic interests
Right, I
are
was gonna
concerned,
say
and
that.
I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how no. Like, you have to know my name first before you start sending me these things. Like, give me a break.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, like who? What? That's the weirdest DMs that's been new, which not welcomed.
Yeah.
Not well.
No.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to meet that way, right?
No,
Right away,
like
yeah.
take me to dinner.
Yeah.
You know, like ask me what my name is.
Yeah.
You know, like before you just do all that. You know, your mother's on here too.
Yeah.
Like, imagine she saw that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no.
So not good to look at?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so no, Ma, I don't do none of those things.
Got it. Yeah. That was so funny. What advice would you give someone blowing up overnight? I mean, I could tell you guys something. Like,
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
love to hear
please.
your advice.
I was gonna-
just
that's
be
what I was gonna
authentic, be real,
Yeah.
and like just don't let it get to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like,
Be humble.
yes, that's really important.
And I feel like just breathe too, because like
And take
so
it
much
slow.
happens. Yeah.
Yes.
And just like focus on what like you have to focus on, not like everything, because it gets so overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah, and exactly. Just live in
Yeah.
the moment.
Right.
Yeah,
Be
and-
present.
exactly. Yeah. And don't let it get to your head.
Yeah.
Like it's just and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Yeah, and enjoy the ride because you guys are
You'll
young.
look back on it and be like, I wish
Sweet.
I enjoyed it more.
Yeah, like
Like,
it's
just
not
be present.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been leaning on my family a little bit more
Yeah.
than probably I have in the past, because it's like I'm learning that once you do something that's up for like public judgment, all of a sudden people start treating you differently. And then it's more difficult to decipher, like, do you actually want to spend time with me, or do you want
Yeah.
do you want something from me, which is new to me? And I'm like, it feels uncomfortable.
Oh my God. I've been on TV like
You've more
18 years.
1,000%.
And you get a lot of that. So you got to be really careful.
Yeah.
And yeah, like make sure you know, like, yeah, exactly. Like, or someone you trust,
Right.
like, you know, make that person see if these people are coming around exactly if they really want to, really want to be a real friend or they just want something from you. Cause I've gotten a lot of that threat, it's sad.
Is there a way that you've learned to like sniff out the difference kind of thing? Or is there like a sign, like look for these red flags like you would when you're dating a boyfriend?
My thing is when you get a gut feeling,
Okay.
go with it.
Okay.
Go with your gut feeling because your gut always tells you the truth.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, listen, none of us are perfect. We're going to make mistakes.
Right.
And, of course, sometimes
We're human.
you're going to let not the right person in. But, just like try to have faith and say, help me and make sure, I only let the good people in and, and try to weed out the bad people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you have a gut feeling, just go with it. Yeah. Because your gut is always always tells you the truth.
I think that's something we learned,
Yeah,
especially when we were away.
filming. Yeah.
Like
Trust
we
your gut.
yeah,
Trust your
gut.
intuition.
Yeah, because it really
Yeah.
does usually
Yeah.
tell you the truth, you
Yeah.
know? So
And yours is pretty on point.
Thanks, Frank.
so that's good. No, that's good.
Yeah.
I
So,
got clung to her. I saw
Yeah.
her pop out of that crate. I saw her. My eyes came out of my head, and I said, "That's my new best friend."
Aw.
that's no, and that's why sometimes you don't see it, but a person close to you could see it.
Yeah.
And trust each other.
Yeah.
And like if someone's saying like this person's not good, let help each other out.
Yeah, I feel like we balance each other out pretty well.
Yeah,
That's
that would
nice.
be a good dating show.
What?
We pick the other person's
Person's match.
partner.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, see
Because
that?
I'm always
Yeah.
telling him about the guys he goes for. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Oh, see, yeah,
And,
because
yeah.
sometimes you don't see, and then like your person that's really close to you will be like, I don't know if that's a good person for you.
Yeah.
You know?
They could smell through the BS.
Yeah,
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So trust your BFF.
Yeah.
All right. What does turning the tables mean to you into your life right now? Like, did you ever turn the tables? Is something that ever happened to you, like that you turned tables in your life?
I guess so I went to college for chemical engineering and then I didn't pursue that. Like right after college, I didn't do chemical engineering and like I went the modeling route, the social media route. So I kind of just like turned the tables like on my life path. So I guess that was like something I turned the tables on, but I'm very grateful that I did that. I followed my dreams and I wouldn't be like sitting here with you today or like filmed if I was doing chemical engineering. I would probably be like on a whole different route.
Right, but
So-
that's good. You have a backup.
Yeah, I got a
that's-
backup plan if I
yes,
need.
so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
How about you, Frank?
I think turning the tables has been a lot like my whole life, and realizing that no matter what the circumstances is, as long as you change the frame of thinking from what if to even if, you'll make it through it and you'll be better than you were before, because everything is a lesson.
You're right. Everything, yeah, it is a lesson in life, and you just grow from it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Very
I try
true.
to turning the tables is looking at the positive versus being so, Eeyore.
Right. Yeah. No, I love that. All right. So we're going to have some fan questions. Lauren from Denver. Have your friends or family reacted weirdly to your fame? Like, how's your family and friends reacted to your fame? Or has it hit them yet or not yet?
I feel like it's hit my family and they're like so supportive of me. My friends, I feel like people I haven't talked to in years are like commenting, like reaching out. And I'm like, you haven't been a friend like in so long. Like, why am I gonna reach out to you now? And like, if you haven't reached out to me, I feel like it's a lot of people like trying to like hop on my fame and like want me to like be friends with them. But I'm very like picky and like selective, like who I'm friends with.
Very
so,
smart.
Yeah.
And then I'd say,
How about you, Frank?
I think the biggest adjustment was for my dad. He's very like old school Guido. So him seeing me in rollers on television, he about fell over.
My
He's
dad
like,
laughed
what?
at that.
Yeah, he's like, you had to, of all the things you had to do, you had to put the rollers in. And then afterwards, he was like, all right, well, you know what? I respect the fact that you're willing to expose yourself like that. So hats
Yeah.
off. So I think it's more him adjusting to me being a little bit more open about who I am as a person and not being afraid of showing everybody my cuckoo pants.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they have to just get adjusted to it, and then,
Yeah.
like
he's-
anything else.
He's had
Yeah.
very like both my parents have had very like when I came out they had a whole plan laid out,
Right.
like they had the blueprint of what Frank Joseph was supposed to be,
Yes.
and then I think I took it, put it in the shredder, and like peed on it.
Yeah.
And so they have a lot of adjusting to do with me.
Yeah.
They're like, my grandpa, we don't know what to do with you. Like you're just gonna do what you want to do. I don't know how to handle you. And I'm blessed that I have such a supportive family at this point where they're embracing me and accepting me like just as I am, and now it's being celebrated, which is
Love
nice.
that.
Yeah,
Love
I
that.
agree.
Yeah.
Everything you said.
Thanks, babe.
I love that. Jen from Las Vegas, what would your dream collab be?
My dream collab would be with Sports Illustrated, doing something with them.
I could totally see you
I
on
would
there.
love to.
Yeah, I could totally see you on
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, and I think every year they have something that you could apply for.
Yeah, so I applied right before I left for Argentina for the show, and I haven't heard anything back. I'm not sure if they chose their people for this year.
All right, well,
but
don't give up.
there's multiple
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, there's. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
You're totally gonna make the cover.
Yeah, I
Aw.
could
I mean, that's
totally
for real.
see that. In the future.
Oh,
Yeah, and we'll make
thanks,
sure you
guys.
have like a really nice blowout for it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I have my
Perfect.
makeup artist.
And you
with
know what?
me.
I don't know if you're into doing vision boards.
Yeah, I have one on my
yeah,
wall.
do vision boards.
Yep.
Put that on there.
It's on there.
Sports
Yep.
Illustrated. Awesome.
It's
Yeah.
on there.
How about you, Frank?
I think I'd really like to create some type of like skincare makeup collab kind of thing
Yes.
for men. You know,
Love that.
because there's so much marketing for women using cosmetics, but people
That's
like
true.
myself use it. And when we go into Sephora or we go into Ulta, it's not as much representation there. So if
Yeah,
maybe
you know what? I like.
there's always
listen,
girls, which is great because
I
makeup for
want
girls.
more stuff for men too. Just because, I mean,
our skin's
I'm
different.
so
It would be nice.
like. I think my husband's. He is so handsome,
yeah,
and I feel like because he's like, he's Hispanic,
right. He's
And-
probably got good skin.
and I just wish, I feel like guys, certain guys,
Right.
they could wear something on their face, and I just think
Right.
it would look good,
Yeah.
or some kind of protection,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Who
'cause-
don't like to look in the mirror and go, okay, my skin looks really good today?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't think that has a gender. I
Yeah.
think it's like you want to look good in the mirror.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know?
and I feel like men should have something,
Yeah.
or like a good cream or something,
Yes.
or even like something just so no shine or something. Like, do you
Yeah.
have something on your face now?
Oh, I have a pound and a half on my face right now.
I love it.
So yeah.
No, but it looks
1,000%.
flawless.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, it looks,
You know.
so yeah, no, I love that. I mean, I think, you should
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
that something for men. Yes.
Your mouth to God's ears.
Yes, no, definitely. I could, more men need that. Yeah.
Yeah. More men do need that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Because
I
we got to
agree.
look at them.
yeah.
You know?
No, you-
So like clean it up, boys.
No, I like that.
You know?
All right. Kevin from San Diego. Would you ever do Meet the Snake tour? Of course you
Oh,
would.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
We would
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like you're probably definitely going to be asked to do like tours. Yeah, or even go on stage and people ask you questions and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I
Meet
would
the
love
snake
to.
tours.
Yeah.
Or even like a few of you,
Yeah.
I mean, we've already been roommates, so we could be bunkmates again. Who cares?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
We would love it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have wine
so-
nights afterwards.
Yeah, no, that's like definitely in the future. Like people would want to ask you
Yeah.
guys, questions about the experience and how it was and everything.
I mean,
So
that
yes,
sounds
we're
We
fun.
have a lot to
definitely
talk
open to
about.
tours.
Yes, very open to tours.
Tours, yes.
Very open.
Yes. All right. Rachel from Atlanta. What's your favorite part of your content journey so far?
I guess my favorite part would just be meeting new people and going new places. I've never been on podcasts before, and this is kind of a new thing for me. So that's awesome. Kind of just embracing the unknown, because I feel like when you embrace the unknown, you just grow more as a person. Meeting Frankie was the best part of anything this year.
Aw.
So
Same.
just everything this year has just been an amazing year, and just so grateful for everything that's been kind of just put in my lap, kind of just.
Yeah, I mean,
You
and as an
know?
influencer, I'm sure you get invited to all events,
Yeah.
right? Probably get
Yeah.
invited to a lot of events, like for instance, like Coachella and stuff like that. And yeah, so
Yeah.
that'll be, it's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Enjoy it. Yeah. What about you, Frank?
I think it's just doing it. I think it's just doing this part of the journey because I've always
Yeah.
been behind the lens. I've always been the one with the paintbrush.
Yeah.
And now to be on the other side of the camera, it's a fun uncomfortable. So I feel like I'm growing. So I feel like this whole experience is a part of like coming into from the cocoon to the butterfly kind of thing, and I'm like really excited to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats to you both.
Thank
you.
Awesome. All right. Devin from Tusla.
Oh, we love Devin.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, have you gotten any crazy brand deals?
Not yet.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet. I've done stuff with like Fashion Nova, Princess
Yeah.
Polly, like clothing, makeup, but
Yeah, you definitely will.
yeah.
Do you guys have agents or like brand? Yeah. People are
In
going
the
to reach out to you.
works.
So make sure you check your DMs.
Yeah.
Check your DMs. No, 'cause,
With
like,
no explicit
good-
pictures,
Yeah,
please.
because
Yeah.
good opportunities will come. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, from being because you're going to be exposed. So,
Right.
And then people are going to want to reach out to you.
You said people you're going to be exposed. What advice would you have for somebody that this is brand new to being exposed and you don't know what's coming next and everybody keeps telling you something's coming. What advice would you give? Because
Yeah.
I mean
For both of us, like something we're wondering.
Well, just you have to be careful. Yeah, if you have someone that you're working with to help
Okay.
you get deals,
okay.
or like I would be very on top of everything. Like definitely create an email,
Okay.
put it on your Instagram. Like if anyone wants to reach out to you,
Okay.
and say, they could reach out to you on DM,
Right.
but also you could create an email, and then they could reach out to you on email, and like that, and then from there you're gonna need a good attorney.
Okay.
Make sure you get a good attorney.
Okay.
Good attorney. And and just be careful like who you let into your circle.
Okay.
And just, make sure you're just on top of everything.
Okay.
Be on
And
top of it.
Yeah.
Be careful of the circle.
yeah,
Good attorney.
like, because eventually, you're going to have, if they present deals to you,
Right.
you're going to need an attorney to read your contract
Right.
like that. So,
Yeah. And listen, partner potential. That's where you meet a husband. Who doesn't want a lawyer?
right.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
We can interview them for that, but subliminally we could be like, yeah, and you're single?
Yeah. Like when you did the show, did you have a lawyer read your contract for doing the snake?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just signed it?
Yeah.
I was just kind of like going with the flow. Had no idea. Like they didn't even tell us like where we were staying, nothing.
I mean, tell you when I did Housewives too, I didn't let
Yeah.
a lawyer read my contract.
Really?
I just signed it.
Yeah.
But like going forward now,
Yeah,
like,
now I know.
then like, you should, find a good
Yeah.
attorney to read your contracts.
Okay.
Like if you start getting a lot of phone calls and stuff,
Yeah.
you try to find like an entertainment attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you a couple numbers.
Yeah.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah.
Always
I
have
mean-
my back.
Yeah.
And you could always ask me. I could help
Oh.
too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
I appreciate that. That's
Yes,
very
definitely.
kind
I
of you.
love to help. Like meaning like and that's what life should be about. Like
Yeah.
Right.
helping each other, lifting each other up,
Right.
not
Being kind.
Yes, always be kind because what you put out there is what you get back.
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm a big
And you never
believer
know
in
when you'll
that.
see someone again and when you might need them.
Right, and
you know?
I'm a big believer of that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if I could help someone, of course I would love to help someone.
Right.
If they want to ask me for advice, I would give the best advice I can. So
Yeah, that's
like
very
that.
sweet of
More
you.
people need to
Thank
be
you.
like that today.
Yeah, really.
Well, exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd rather be kind in the world than
Right.
like be like not like I'd rather help someone. I wouldn't want to
Mhm.
knock somebody down because I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
want them to do it to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So
Yeah, I can appreciate that. It's better that way. Better karma.
Mhm.
exactly. And karma does come and bite you in the ass, but
Yeah.
it takes so damn long.
I
I'm like, why does it take so long? But it does happen.
does.
So
Yeah.
that's why I always try to put good out there because I
Yeah.
feel like if you put good out there, you get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. I think you're spot on.
Yeah. So, all right. Gina from Philly says, what made you decide to lead into the humor?
What made you decide to lean into humor?
And
I think
What
you're
does
just
that mean?
naturally
I
funny.
know. I don't know what's like to the humor.
I think you're just naturally silly and funny.
Really?
You? Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
hilarious.
Yeah, I don't try to be funny.
Like
don't
I guess
know.
they,
I just
I
like
guess
my
they
real
know. I
self.
guess
Yeah.
they know that
They know
you're
from the
funny
show,
from watching the
yeah.
show.
Everyone, I'm just like silly. Like I'm just like my natural self. Like
So you're just
Well, I
being
take it
authentic.
serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just being your real self.
like
yeah.
everyone on the snake was so serious, and like I was not serious. I was like, I just want to tan and like have a pina colada by the pool.
I love that. No, that's fun. Okay. And I guess both of you like we're like yin and yang, right?
Yeah.
It just went great together.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're both like goofy and
See,
silly.
because these are people are like
Yeah.
seeing you on the show and asking like about your humor.
We're
Yeah.
funny, Frank.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
funny.
yes,
I guess
yeah.
we're funny.
So no, so
Yeah.
that's good. You guys make it, rub off good on each
Yeah.
other.
You know when you're funny and it's more like situational? It's not really like I could stand up and be like, tell a joke or whatever. But when you're having like a
Yeah.
conversation with somebody,
Yeah.
and like you just say
Everyone
crazy
always says
stuff.
to me too that I'm so funny, and I don't
Yeah.
see. But everyone thinks I'm so hilarious, and I'm like, okay, good, I like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like I'm just honest, and
Yeah.
like sometimes it's like too honest, but it's like I guess funny.
That's
I don't know.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because see, everyone's seeing your humor.
Yeah.
That's why they're saying.
That's 100% because they like the things that we don't even realize are funny. That's what people laugh at. Like I say
Yeah.
cockroach, and evidently there's no A in them. And
Wait, is there something you need to tell me about cockroaches?
Oh my gosh.
oh yeah, that was like
3,000
PTSD.
cockroaches on your face while you solve a puzzle and you can't move and you're in a coffin and they're just crawling all over
with a cloth noose
and it's
in
so
the coffin.
hot and you're in the
Wait.
jungle.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
So
You have to
nasty.
solve a puzzle
Yeah.
and 3,000 cockroaches all over your face?
Yeah.
Yup, like crawling in your ears. Like
Yeah.
the worst was when they would get close to my ears. I'd be like, ugh.
how about when it would crawl by your mouth and you're trying to talk?
And they like try to go in your because you have to talk and like
Yeah.
communicate with like the other person on your team. Like one person's a talker and one's a listener. So I was the talker, so I had to talk, and then they're like all going like in my mouth,
They went in your mouth?
and we'd have to like spit them out.
Are you serious?
That wasn't on my bucket list
Yeah,
for this year, but it happened.
Did you swallow any of them? Oh my God, did they go in your ear?
We had earplugs, but they would get real close, and you could still feel them. It was just
Yeah, and you hear the hissing.
ear. Yeah, the hissing.
That was
just
the creepiest
I'm
part.
like getting like itchy
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Oh my God. How
She was
long
a
were
champion.
they on you for?
I think we were in there for like 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, you lasted. Yeah, it's good for
Oh
you though.
my God. And solving a puzzle like with words, like you had to speak?
Oh no, a puzzle about cockroaches, and like they were all like the same color, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, so it's pitch dark and you can't
Yeah.
see, and it's like one's purple, one's black, like they're all the same color and all the same shape, and like I'm like, how do I explain this puzzle is different from this one because they look the exact same
Oh my God.
with the cockroaches crawling on your face.
That
Wow.
you had to pull the lever and pour it on yourself. So not
Yeah.
only are they you have to manually do it yourself to get it on you. Oh yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
yeah. Talk about needing therapy.
Yes. Wait, you definitely spoke to the psychologist
Yeah.
after that, the psychiatrist after that, right?
Yeah.
Definitely
Yes.
spoke to, yes.
Oh yeah, we had a good sesh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. How many, that was the same thing with you all over?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so they put you in a coffin. You're paired up with one other person, and then there's a big coffin. You'll see it on the episode. And then one lays one way, and then you're foot to foot, right? So you got one head over here, you got one head over here, and in the right hand side of the coffin by your hand was the lever, and that was what dumps the bucket of cockroaches that were behind you
On your head.
on your head. But you have to go in it, and there's this like cloth noose,
like
thing,
choking your neck, and you can
choking your neck, so it keeps the cockroaches on your face.
Yeah, and then like, there's like a glass, so you have to like reach up and like
Yeah.
in the glass to solve the puzzle. So
Remember how
like
bruised we were?
I had 2 big bruises right here and here for like weeks from this cockroach challenge about solving a puzzle.
Oh my God.
She was I don't know how the heck. She was a champion. She just.
Wow, you
I
really
just like
are.
blacked out, and like I was just like focused on solving the puzzle, and then like I would hear the hissing and I'd be like, what am I doing right now? Like
Yeah.
I have cockroaches on me.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then
God.
we had to
Can't
pick
think about
the
it.
cockroaches out of your extensions.
And
Oh my
that's coming
gosh.
up like on
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I need to watch this.
And
Yeah.
then I get out of like this coffin, and they're all I had my hair in
Ugh.
braids, all stuck and like in like tangled in my braids, and that's when I like freaked out. Like seeing them, I was like, ugh.
Oh my God.
See,
Did
you
solve the
didn't see them
puzzle?
when they were on your face.
Well,
You
when
missed
I-
that part.
All right.
I wasn't thinking about them then.
So we're
I was
not
thinking
gonna
about the puzzle.
And then we need to watch to see if you solve the puzzle.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
to watch.
Oh yes,
Okay.
you have to watch to see if
It's a good one.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God. All right. Our Aria from Minneapolis. How has this opened any doors for other things you want to do?
Yes. I mean, I've never thought I would be on a podcast with you. So that's one door, like amazing opportunity
Thank you.
opens. And I know there's just many doors like waiting to be opened.
They
so
are.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, there are. Just wait and see.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
How about you, Frank?
I don't think I could have said it better than Barbie. So I just co-sign on everything
Yeah,
she says.
no, awesome. Oh, that's so good. So, all right. Oh my God, I cannot wait to watch the cockroach episode.
And like
so
every
disgusting.
challenge, like you think that's bad, every challenge gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
We're like,
Oh
how
my
does
God,
it get worse
I'm, like,
than
hooked.
cockroaches?
I can't.
Oh, they find a way to one up every challenge.
Yes.
Oh my
like the
God.
terror.
Yes.
Like
So,
the show is based on like people's fears. So like imagine everyone's biggest fears, and then they like make the challenge like around that.
And you have to
That's-
conquer it.
Mm-hmm.
wow. So, all right. So, I just want to tell everybody watch The Snake. It airs Tuesday nights at 9/8 Central on Fox and the next day on Hulu. Oh my God. Definitely need to watch this, everybody. Yes, need to
Yes.
watch this.
It's one of a kind.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. And I also wanted to say thank you so much for listening to Turning the Tables. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe where you get your podcasts. And I just want to say thank you, both of you, for coming on
Thank you
Turning
for
the
having
Tables.
us.
Love, love, love you guys both.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you
This
for
is
having us.
awesome.
I'm turning the tables. I'm turning the tables. Let's go. I know you love my style. I'm gonna make them smile. I am the one to win. Keeping them all tuned in. I'm turning the tables. I'm turning the tables.